It's said Erno Rubik's Cube has more than 43 quintillion combinations. That's a lot of zeros. It can be pretty challenging, too, for some, but not for everybody. Luke Burbank introduces us to the Cubist.
Daniella Chaim can probably solve a Rubik's Cube faster than you can, but that's not actually her goal.
So how do you actually break it apart?
They're not breaking apart. They're all hand solved.
Wait, explain this process to me.
I graph it out on my iPad, whatever the image is, and then I go and take each cube, solve it, place it on wood, each cube like that.
So none of this is the components. This is everything that we're seeing is a solved Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chaim is a 16-year-old who calls herself the Cubist. Her artistic process? Manipulating Rubik's Cubes into specific configurations, pixels, if you will, and creating art.
Are you ever tempted to just take the stickers off and put them back on? Because that's what I would do.
For me, I find it faster to just solve it.
This tale of twists and turns began 4 years ago.
The first piece I've ever made.
When Chaim got her hands on just a few cubes, and after making an admittedly rudimentary Super Mario, she wanted more.
And then I begged my parents to get 1,000 Rubik's Cubes one day, out of the blue.
She asked for it and I thought it was insane. And I kept saying, what are you gonna create or what are you gonna do with that many? And she just says, I have an idea, I wanna try something.
How long did this take to make?
This one took around 4 days to make.
That something turned out to be a portrait of Marilyn Monroe, which her parents, Nicole and Eric, kept in their Los Angeles home.
And then we realized, hey, there's something here.
Since then, Daniella has turned the family living room into a personal art studio.
How often are you and your family members stepping on these things?
I would say at least once a day.
Is there a worse physical pain?
No. It hurts so badly, and then the rest of your day you're limping.
That's a hazard of doing this kind of art?
Yep.
So far, she's been commissioned to create over 100 pieces, from custom portraits to company logos. Depending on the size, these works of art can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Daniella and her parents say that money goes towards buying more cubes and saving up for college. Art college, presumably.
Do the Rubik's Cube people know this is all going on?
Yes, they do. They actually approached me a few times to be their ambassador, but there were a bunch of rules saying you have to create what we want you to create.
This was sort of your first taste of art and commerce intersecting.
Yeah.
To where you were I want to be an artist and I want to make what
Yeah.
I want. This is incredible. You did this.
Yep.
How long did that take?
This took a long time. It took 2 months. It was insane.
Her largest and most public creations sit just off Sunset Boulevard in an office building lobby. One of them, a giant heart, is a motif in Daniella's work, which feels somehow right, considering what a labor of love these projects are.
You have a lot of pieces that involve a heart. It's kind of your sort of iconic thing. Is there any special reason for that?
Just to tell everyone to do what they love. Yeah.
This is a pretty big reminder to do what you love.
Yeah.